Alright, let's just get this started then. Okay. Hold on. Volume mixer. Wow. It's okay. It'll fix itself. I forgot my goddamn controller again. You think after a certain point I would remember, but I can't. I can never remember. Right, yes, the Kirby game. Yo, they got a new Kirby game coming out. I saw that trailer when I woke up. Fucking, they call it, what do they call it? Ball Guys. You play as Kirby in ball form, and it's like, it looks like obstacle courses and mini games involving ball form. Anyway, everyone's level 39. Check this guy out. Not the greatest. But he's pure psychic, and he's got dry skin. And he also, you know, he just learned a bunch of crazy moves, but the ones he has are already crazy enough. So everything should be fine. Gabite will evolve in 1 level, though. Why do I know that? Because I deliberately set it so no Pokemon, all Pokemon will evolve at level 40 as like the latest possible level. So I will have a Garchomp at level 40. So yeah. Don't worry about that. There's some things to catch, though. Let's catch some things. That Kirby game, I don't remember if it set a date. I just was watching it, and it was adorable. I couldn't quite figure out what it was at first. I actually thought by the name, it was going to be like Kirby's Dream Course. You know that game? That game was on Super Nintendo, right? The weird Kirby golfing game that people like. I've never played that game myself. But I thought based on the name, it was gonna be like a new one of that, and then it turned into Fall Guys, and I was like, whoa! Fuck. All right, I'll catch it. I'll catch it, assuming it doesn't explode. This summer, but wait, it is summer. All right, you know what? I'm down for that. If that comes out, I want to play that, and odds are I'm gonna be able to play it with people, right? It'll be a popular game to play. This thing, I don't know what type it is. I think it actually, yes I do. It's like dark. I wrote it down somewhere. Stay in the ball. Summer ends on September 21st. Hey, come on now. You know when game companies say summer. When game companies say summer, they mean the months between June and August. If they would say September otherwise, right? There we go. They would say September otherwise. Butterfree will carry. Not this shit again. Not this shit again. A steel hard body shell protects its tender body. It quietly endures hardships while awaiting evolution. Bye-bye. Butterfree! Alright, Kabobble. Let's go. That's a new fossil. That's a new fossil. Ah, fish. Slow start. Haha, I'm psyched for this. Here goes. Yeah, I leveled up on the guys at the side with the poison Kadabra. Worked out. That's bug type. That's bug type. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here! You have surf. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, a pretty random announcement, all things considered, huh? We got, I just woke up and Kirby game. The last Kirby game we had, now obviously this isn't gonna be like a, you could already tell just by the gameplay, this isn't gonna be this isn't a proper, like, Kirby game. We just got Forgotten Land, which was a fantastic Kirby game. I know I fought this thing before, and I'm pretty sure it was a dark type or a fighting type. Weak to flying and psychic. Why not? Okay. It's Kirby games, or, well, Kirby can sometimes release these mini-game type of games that do pretty well. I don't think any Kirby minigame game, that's a weird way to say it, has ever outperformed Air Ride. Well, I was either bad. What was it? Kirby Fighters, right? Kirby Fighters was a mini game. It was a sub game in one of the main games. I don't remember which one. And they made Kirby Fighters Deluxe, which basically just expanded on. It basically just expanded on the that sub game into like an actual game. And there was also a Kirby Fighters game on, was it Wii U? I think it was on Wii U. I can't remember though. Chat, what was the Kirby game? What was the Kirby game that had microtransactions? What was the Kirby game that had microtransactions in it? Like you go to a tree and a tree like drops apples and you can spend money to get some better apples or something. What game was that? I remember something about a game like that. I can't remember the details though. Air Ride's a hard one to beat because it's so simple and it's very fun. Air Ride is a very simple game. You can literally play it with one hand. That's the most amazing part about Air Ride, is that it's a game that you can play entirely with one hand, but it doesn't detract from the fun in any way. It's such a simple game in that regard. Execute. Now, granted, I think most people would agree that the biggest selling point to Kirby Air Ride was City Trial mode. I liked Top Ride. That's dark. I liked Top Ride. Oh my good god. Air Ride. The problem I have with Air Ride. Is, since you could pick any vehicle in the game, it was very obvious which, it was extremely obvious which Air Ride machines were better than others, you know? You know what I mean when I say that? Like, how do you beat the Swerve Star on anything but the Swerve Star itself, right? How do you do that? The Swerve Star just goes 31 miles per hour, and it hits top speed instantly. All you have to do is, like, stop it for a second to turn the corner. But it just, it's really fast. Oh, he's already in. It's really fast, and the only way to properly beat it is to use it yourself, right? There's not like there's any tracks where it doesn't just, like, excel at. There are some tracks that have a lot of turns, of course, but the raw speed you get from that vehicle is insanity to begin with. Nice. But the thing about City Trial is City Trial used all those Air Ride tracks. Granted, it only made one lap with them, but it used all of those Air Ride tracks. And since you were competing with machines that you upgraded stat-wise yourself, you could actually stand a chance against other machines. Now, granted, the Swerve Star in City Trial gets even more difficult to defeat because, as I said, it just the whole gimmick to that star is that it immediately accelerates to top speed, but you cannot turn it unless you hit the brakes. But you can turn fluidly with while airborne. So if you have some glide, you can definitely like adjust yourself properly and maintain your speed well enough. And it's really hard to just beat that that vehicle in terms of raw performance because it's just so goddamn fast naturally. Like, the Formula Star is the fastest machine in the game, but it has to build up that speed, and you can't do that on air ride courses. By the time you have effectively built up enough speed to pass somebody, you're already turning. But the thing is, the Formula Star is fun as fuck with good stats, because if you have a bunch of top speed on the Formula Star, you hit top speed much faster, and you're just zooming. The Rocket Star, too. I like, the Rocket Star is funny, because it's really slow, but it has this massive boost. But the boost takes time to charge. I can't see that Stantler's eyes. Stan. Cannot find Stan. However, if you're playing City Trial and you get a bunch of, charge items, you can... If you get a bunch of charge items, you can turn the Rocket Star's boost into, like, something that happens within seconds, right? It happens within, like, a second, and you just start boosting on everyone. It's great. So a lot of vehicles are really fun to play around with when you have good stats to them. My favorite's the Wagon Star, because the Wagon Star is just it's just a block. It's just a block with fantastic stats that can't charge, but it doesn't need to charge because it's a goddamn brick. Absolute unit. Yeah, that Stanley made my lips pucker a little bit. City Trial was such a big, interesting mode. I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. Am I really? No, I am strong. I'm strong. Okay. Thanks, dude. You should psych up the same boost. Why is there a boulder here anyway? What's up with that? City Trial was a great mode that people played a lot. And in Smash 3DS, there was a mode called Smash Tour. Or Smash Run, I can't remember. I think it was Smash Run. But the idea was the same. It was like, you go out into this big open world and you collect your stats for your fighter, and you make a better fighter as a result. Cool idea. Here was the problem. The problem was, A, even though you play with other people, you couldn't interact with them at all. You could only see where they were on the map. And B, the end of the game, like, events were terrible. They were just really fucking bad. Oh, you gotta play Smash. It's like 2 stocks. Oh, you gotta play Smash. It's a 1-minute time game. And they didn't even give that to us in the Wii U version. In the Wii U version, they gave us Smash Tour, which is like Mario Party minus all of the fun of Mario Party. And then at the end of the game, all the fighters you collected, you do like just a fucking 2-minute Smash game with them. And the winner is not decided by KOs. I think it was decided by KOs, actually. I don't remember. But the way the winner was decided was goofy. It was so stupid. Yeah, we got Smash on the 3DS, then we got Smash Tour on the Wii U. I tried to have fun with Smash Tour, I really did, but every time I played it, I just like, nah. You know, it just wasn't that fun. Kirby Air Ride, on the other hand. Kirby Air Ride City Trial mode. There's a good amount of events. There's the legendary machine parts. There's a very healthy amount of variety in vehicles. And there's different stats you can... There's a lot of different stats you can take in to make a better thing. And there's a lot of... Hold on. Weak to ice, resist steel. Okay. There's a lot of different events you can do that are pretty good. I do wish that the air ride courses were longer than 1 lap. Because one of those races, like Fantasy Meadows, that track is like Baby Park. It's just an oval, And you could do 1 lap in under 20 seconds with a non-powered up machine. With a crazy boosted machine, you can do that shit in a matter of seconds. And you only have to do 1 lap, so it's ridiculous. It's just insanity, is what it is. Well, I'm grabbing some items. Oh. The air ride courses were cool. Like, Fantasy Meadows is, it's basic, it's whatever. Celestial Valley, I think, was a really cool one. That one had a lot of, like, charm to its presentation. Alright, I have surf now, by the way. So there's actually one thing I can do. There's water in this town, so I can surf on top of it and find a Pogie, and it will count. I know, it's genius. You see this? We're gonna get a Pogie right here. It's gonna be insane. Here we go. Assuming there are Pokemon in this water. There they are. God damn it. Pain. I'm glad you're enjoying this because, well, sometimes I wonder if I am. It's mostly just when I spend hours grinding a Pokemon and then bad things happen. Because bad things always happen. Oh, don't do this. Come on now. Give me a new guy. I try so hard to be prepared and then I get critical hitted. And it's just nice. Alright, I think Totodile's the only thing here, so I have a new theory. Now I have a new theory. It's called Good Rod. Here we go. Let's do some fishing. Sky Sands is a cool track. I like that one. Magma... oh god, I forget the name of it. What? No. No, my guy. I used a Good Rod. I think it's Magma Cavern. Magma Cavern's a cool one as well. Machine Passage is cool. Beanstalk Park. I'm not a huge fan of Beanstalk Park, but it's alright. Frozen Hillside's pretty cool. Did I say Machine Passage? I think I did. I actually don't like the last course you get, the Nebula Belt, because it's just open and there's nothing really there, and it's just copy roulettes. It does play a Fountain of Dreams mix, though. Alright, well that's different. There you go. Chat, let me remind you it's summertime, and if you're going out anywhere, be sure to buy bug repellent. I need to do that. I really do. I got a bug bite on the back of my leg, and it's so irritating, man. Holy shit, is it irritating. I'm honestly surprised I got away with only one. But anytime, any pressure on my leg, I feel it. And you just can't do anything about it. You just gotta wait for it the swelling to go down. Gotta lace myself with insecticide. Wriggle be gone. Alright. It's a psychic type. Seemingly curious about people that gather around footsteps they find on snowy mountains. Snover evolves at like level 40 or some crazy shit like that. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm not gonna be using it. That's for sure. All right. Let me see. So there's a few things I can do right now. Water route wise, I can go down to Route 219 and 220. I can go to Canalive. I can also go to Twin Leaf and get the odd keystone. Well, it's not the odd keystone, mind you. But it's something down here. This also counts as an encounter. But it's probably just gonna be total dials again anyway. Silver powder. Yeah, if you didn't know, there's just an odd keystone right there for some reason. There are only 2 odd keystones you can get in the game outside of Underground. Where it's like a 1% chance. And there's a guy outside Hardhome who gives you one. Tells you to put it in the little tower. And then there's one here and where you start, just in that tree. I have no idea why it's there, but it's there. Have fun soft resetting for a shiny Spiritomb. You don't need to do that anymore, though. Can't imagine that was a fun Pokemon to get. But of course, you could breed Spiritomb, and Masada method did exist. The Masada method did exist back in Gen 4. Just the odds were about 1 in 2,000, and then in Gen 5, the odds became like 1 in 1,000. Which, by the way, is still not that's still a pretty rare shot, just in case you were wondering. I know some poor bastard out there has spent a long period of time trying to get shinies that way. Source, me. I did that. The first time I ever did the Masada method was in Pokemon White, when I did it with Zoroark. I just got 5 eggs, hatched them, 5 eggs, hatched them, 5 eggs, hatched them. And by the 30th egg, by egg 30, I had gotten a shiny Zorua. Oh, I had weak to grass already. I got my shiny Zora, and I was like, yo, Pog, that was so easy. And then I went and did it with Tynamo, and Tynamo took about 400 eggs. Overheat? It's really not good. Why is the grass type move? No, I'm fine. I don't need it. Skorupi. Resists ice and steel. Right, I'm pretty sure this thing's a fire type. But it has levitate. I don't have a water move. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Fire type levitate. I don't have a single rock or water type move. If I fight Drapions, I'm fucked. The longest Masada method breeding that I did was for Froakie, and when I finally got it, it was the wrong ability. It took a week. A fucking week. What a depressing state of event that one was. Okay, that's pretty good. He's green again. Focus Blast? Come on, man. Learn a good move. No. No. Alright, what's your ability? You're still a grass type? Pick up! You know what? That's fine. You know why? That's fine. You know why that's fine? Because pick up on high-level Pokemon can actually pick up some legit moves. Oh, you're weak to ice too, huh? Pick up on high-level Pokemon can pick up some legit items that could be useful. Spearow. Die. Resists. Nice. Oh, good. What the hell? Ah. Listen, it's still a Garchomp. Alright? It's still a Garchomp. It's still a fantastic Pokemon. It's just green. It's just green. It's got pickup. It's a grass type. I don't even remember what type you are. Sure. Chim. Weak to water. Ice. Okay. Pelipper? I fought Pelipper before. What? Oh. Weak to fighting. If it's weak to fighting, I'm not gonna risk it. That's all. There's nothing even really down here. I mean, there's Pal Park. But this is definitely one of those routes that you could ignore for a main playthrough. You don't have to come down here. But there are cool items, he said. There are cool items. There's Pokemon, because I'm in the water. I haven't had an encounter in the water. Voltorb. Water Psychic. I remember this thing. It's Water Psychic. It's Water Psychic. Sure. Alright, Garchomp, it's your first battle. He looks pretty good. He, on the other hand... And there we go. Twin Needle ain't even really a bad move. Could be better. Especially compared to the rest of his kit. The rest of his kit's kind of sucky. Larv. Resist Psychic and Dark. You're a Steel type, aren't you? Yeah, because Pupitar's weak to fire and fighting. You must be a Steel type. I got it. So chat, Fumo, the Fumo order is over now, if you didn't know. It's all done. Should be weak to fire if you're a Steel type. It's all done. I did in fact cave. I have purchased an Alice and a Kokoro. But now there's no more Fumo. But we're getting Ray Taisei is happening. Ray Taisei is happening next month. And also, as you probably seen, chat, the Toho Station did not have Zun as a guest this year. Will not be having Zun as a guest this year because he's busy working on whatever it is he's planning on showing off at this event. So what could that be? What could Zun possibly be working so hard on to show off at this Toho-centric convention? His latest release was a music CD, which I didn't listen to yet. The last game made was last year in May, and the last spin-off game to come out was 17.5, which, while that one is the newest game, its existence was known about for such a long time that, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it's been around there. I don't think he's writing a chapter, right? He's gotta be working on a game, I think. If he's so busy that it's occupying his time like that, then it's gotta be something that really, like, is requiring his attention. I'm not saying writing plot for written works doesn't require his attention, but I'd say since he only needs to write the story, he doesn't need to illustrate it himself, right? As opposed to making an entire game. I hope he's making a game. Hippowdon. Ooh. Staying in. It's pretty cool looking. Not too different from the actual regular one. I wonder what the female one looks like, though. Because the female one is significantly different with its coloration. Man, I remember when Bertha said her Hippowdon, I thought it was a shiny. Because I'd only seen the male one at that point. Well, that's good information to acquire, at least. He's a dark type. Well, our last, the last photo game we had was Violet Detector. And as most of you know, not the most popular game in the series. Now, granted, I have no idea what the JP community thinks of that game. Oh, that's pretty good looking. I have no idea what the JP community thinks of that game, but their opinion of a game is much more important. Or at least it's taken it more of a in regard for Zun than for the overseas fans. So I don't want Violet Detector to be the game that ends the photo games. I don't think anyone does. But, you know, if the game was received well in Japan, then that's for the best, I think. I think that is for the best. If the game got ripped to shreds by critics in Japan, then that's not good. It would just really suck if that was the last game in the photo game series. Because, you know, Shoot the Bullet is a good, difficult game. Double Spoiler expands on it, and basically it's basically Shoot the Bullet Part 2. Still a great game. Impossible Spellcard is a very unique game, and a very interesting game as well. Has a lot of aspects to it that I think are really cool. And also, due to the nature of the game, wanting you to effectively cheat, it's an easier game in that sense. Because you're cheating. You're literally cheating. That's the point of the game, is to cheat the game. You're cheating the game. Why are you fucking Psychic type 2? Jesus Christ. Pine Cone. I don't know, it's a fucking pine cone, man. Pinelope. Pinelope. There you go. Get him out of there. Free items. Another armor fossil, huh? Okay. And then Violet Detector, which is... You know, I just stopped talking about that one entirely. I had that bogey. Violet Detector was a game. That's all I can say. What? I hate Bastiodon. You're 15 levels higher than it, my guy. Just walk away. This isn't your fight to do. Holy shit. There are a lot of spell cards in those games you don't actually have to do to beat it. Oh. Hey, that's pretty cool. It reminds me of like, it's like a ghost horse. Heal block. Trapinch, Strathian. No Rapidash though. Ow. I'm flying. I'm out of here. And shoot the bullet, you need to do 3 scenes per, you gotta do 3 scenes per day to move on. And double spoiler, you only need to do 1. You just gotta do 1 scene a day. Well, actually, you have to do 3 EX scenes. That was a lot of damage. You do have to do 3 EX scenes to move on to the spoiler section. I'm coming down. Sacred Fire. Why do you have so many powerful moves? You're a Rapidash. Chill out. Weak to bug. Good information to have. Okay. That's Big Shield Gardener. Alright. Victory Bell. Well, he's obviously a bug type. I know he's a bug type, but he might be a dual type. Here he comes. Oh my god! Ah! Die. Die, you demon. Yucky. That reminded me of Victory Bell's cry in the anime. A lot of Pokemon in the anime just say their name. Some of them just kind of spout other like words or grumbles. Victory Bell just screams. Victory Bell just screams. That's his cry. He comes out, he shrieks. Wait, I know that Pokemon. Party! You're not gonna die to this, are you? No. Alright, your moveset sucks. Don't worry about it. Odor Sleuth. Got him. Possession of illegals in the tail. Nice. Getting ready for a Grim Fandango. Oh my god. Surely I can run from this time, right? Ugh. This guy's got some goofy music. Very goofy music. Uh-oh. Skunk Tank. Okay, hold on. Now, surely he's not a dark type. Whatever. Whatever, man. Tight randomization, my left nut. Oh, no. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Watch him be a dual type and this is neutral. Oh, thank God. Weak to fighting. That was a crit, wasn't it? Alright, it's still a skunk tank at the end of the day. We're okay. Slap him with some mud. Whoa. Wait, that reminded me, chat. There were Junko Fumos on sale at Anime Expo, right? So, I don't know if those were, like, official. I mean, I assume they were official. But we don't have, I haven't seen a Junko Fuma before, so surely that's like, surely that's next. What was it, Junko and Keiki, was it? So it seems like the possibility that those two are next on the market. Now I gotta wonder, who between those two characters is the more popular one? Beldum. My money's on Junko. I'd say they're both pretty popular. I would say they're both pretty popular. Pidgeot. Pidgeot is a normal type. Junko has more memes. Well, that's one way to compare them. Junko's also been around longer, right? Junko also gets to hang out with Clownpiece and Hikatia, and people like to put her with Raisin as well. So there's that. Keiki pretty much only shows up with Mayumi, and she doesn't really have much of an interaction with any other character. And you know, the more characters you can include in a mashup and have it feel natural, the more popular I think they'll be. Either that or it's just, you know, shipping. Shipping usually makes characters explode into popularity. Popularity poll from last year was Junko 28th and Keiki at 46th. So yeah, it's an 18 place difference there. So that would, yeah, that's... Junko is more popular. Again, she has like 3 different characters. She has 3 different characters that she can hang out with. Even though she's a character who essentially will never show up again because of the way she is. This thing's a ghost rock type. She's still really popular. I don't know if Keiki will ever show up again. I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility for her. Junko outranks both Hikatia and Clown on that poll. Really? I blame Raisin. Remember, shipping characters moves them really high up the rung. Doesn't matter how non-existent that character is showing up in canon or anything like that. If you can pair them with a different character, they get more popular as a result. It's a tale as old as time. Riolu. Oh, it's a nice shade of purple for it, actually. Oh. Riolu. Resists Psychic. And it with a Dark type move. Dark. Okay. Well, that's at least take a recoil for that. Let's try Grass. When Totetsu was revealed. When Totetsu was revealed, none of the other characters from 17 made an appearance. No mention of Yashie, no mention of Saki, no mention of Keiki. Now this one's a psychic type, I know that. No mention of them anywhere. Of course, if the 4th faction does like show up, I'm sure someone would want to do something with all the different groups involved instead of just making them show up as like a one-time thing, right? Because you want, like, knowing these different factions exist, but we've never actually seen them interact with each other, have we? Like, we know that how Yashie and Saki and Keiki kind of like feel about each other to a certain extent, but they never really interacted themselves. Keiki does not like them. They do not like Keiki. But even though they all appear in the same game, no one ever really talks to each other. 17 just has a really strange plot. What do you think about it? Just because it really doesn't feel like it doesn't really feel like the game concluded properly, I suppose. You know, it's weird to say it like that. But the story for that game is kind of strange just in general. It kind of feels like your main character isn't really like even cognizant of what's going on during it. And to be fair, they kind of aren't, because they get possessed about halfway through the game. Like, properly. They're basically just an accessory. They're an accessory to the greater story of the game. But it feels weird because the main character's not really having any real impact or pull in the story. It feels kind of strange. Can't say there are other ones like that, though. Like, the main characters are pretty important for dealing with the incident themselves. I wouldn't say the incident itself would have just resolved if Reimu and friends didn't get involved, mind you. Oh, cool. I wouldn't say the incident wouldn't get resolved, but it just feels like they were along for the ride, but they weren't really present during it. Kind of felt like I was reading a story through their eyes, but they weren't really like a part of it, you know? Oh, you want a battle? I don't know the best way to describe this. You could almost say the same for 15, but not really for 15. Oh shit. 15 is another one where, like, it doesn't really matter who the protagonist of that game is as long as they're a human who goes up there, yeah? So, this Pokemon has a ridiculous attack stat, which is kind of worrying. But its stats suck. Oh, that's good. Rampardos. Let's just hope this kills it. Alright, full para. Full para, full para. That is gonna hurt. Ouch. You get the 3 human characters, and then you got Raisin, because Raisin is affiliated with the Lunarians. So that's why she's involved in that one. And, you know, her involvement in that game is the one that gets you the most plot in the ending. And then, of course, it also starts the whole shebangle. The whole shebangle with, I don't want to send, he's a dragon type, but I don't want to send a weakened Pokemon into that. With Junko and Raisin. Oh, neat. I don't know what that move is. Yeah, I like the games better when the protagonist, like, actively... Oh, shit. I like the games better when the protagonists actively get involved in the incident itself, instead of just being, like, coerced by... Okay. Didn't know that could make you flinch. Coerced into it by other means. 15 and 17 are games where they just kind of go along with it for reasons, and it's, like, not really their game. But I like that in, you know, all the other games, the incidents involve them pretty, and in some way or shape or form, so they go out and investigate, right? Quagsire. Hooper is weak to fighting and steel. Oh, he's a rock type then, right? No. Okay. In 6, there's mist going on. Reimu goes out to deal with it. In 7, spring's not here. Reimu goes out to deal with it. In 8, the moon is right, and Reimu goes out to deal with it. In 9, there's a bunch of flowers. Reimu goes out to deal with it. In 10, Sanai is an asshole, so Reimu goes out to smack her up. In 11, there's some spooky ghosts coming out of the ground, so Reimu goes to deal with it. In 12, there's UFOs flying around the sky, so Reimu goes to deal with it. In 13, there's a bunch of spirits flying around, so Reimu goes to deal with it. In 14, I might be dead. Thank God you're a Quagsire. In 14, Reimu's wacky stick gets infected by the miracle juice, so Reimu goes out to deal with it. In 15, Eren's like, hey, can you go deal with this? And then in 16, the seasons are crazy, and Reimu's like, it's great. And Marissa's like, fuck off, Reimu, go deal with it. So Reimu goes to deal with it. And then 17, Reimu's just chilling, maxing, relaxing, all cool. And then a ghost spirit is like, yo, can you, like, come help us? And Reimu's like, alright, sure, I guess. And then Reimu goes out. And then at 18, there's a bunch of cards flying around on the mountain, and Reimu goes to deal with it. You see what I mean now? Teleport? Oh, great. All the other incidents, Rainbow goes out to deal with them. Oh, I hate it here. Well, I'm leaving now because I am injured. Goodbye, Route. Goodbye. Rainbow goes out to deal with all the incidents of her own merit, like her own free will. Aside when Marissa slapped her around in 16, I suppose. But in 15 and 17, she just gets involved because someone else gets her involved. It's not of her own real free will. And you know, 15 is a story about the Lunarians and how Junko should have won, but we can't have that. Junko's not allowed to win. That'd make Junko the bad guy. And then you get 17, where the entire plot has nothing to do with Reimu at all, but she's there because Reimu is the main character and she has to be there. That's kind of what it feels like. Now, the interesting thing about 14 is that incident, even though it's grand scale enough to be considered a game, it's not really a grand incident in terms of the actual like overall lore. It's funny because in Wild and Horn Hermit, there's a chapter dedicated to the after events of Touhou 14, in which Reimu throws herself a party proclaiming that she solved an incident. Like, she threw a massive banquet to let everybody know that she had indeed solved an incident. Well, she did. She definitely solved an incident. But the only people who really were affected by it were, like, Sakuya, Marissa, and Reimu. And then there was just a bunch of weaker yokai were getting a little bit heated, and some Tsukumogami were running around. But there really wasn't that much of a grand scale incident involved. I say the only reason Reimu got involved in any capacity is because one of her items was directly affected by it, so she set out to see what was up with it. If Reimu's stick hadn't been affected by the Miracle Mallet, I wonder if she ever would have even done anything. I feel like knowing Reimu, if she like out of sight, out of mind, ignorance is bliss, she probably wouldn't have fucked around with it. Because let's be real, how much of an impact do you, like, how far do you think that little rebellion would have made it before it just immediately got shit-canned by somebody else? Because the whole point of 14 is Reimu goes out to see what the hell's going on, and she ends up coming across, you know, Seija and Sukuna. And they're like, you know, they're plotting an uprising. But do you really think that uprising would have worked in any capacity, even if Reimu didn't get involved? Why are you using Magma Storm? You're a Poliwag. Poly. Oops. Poliwag resists Psychic. Amazing. Well, remember, the Miracle Mallet is, even though its name implies, it is a bit of it has a law of equivalent exchange to it. So, eventually the power that was bestowed upon her stick would have returned to the mallet anyway, which is what ended up happening by the end of the game anyway. Like, once the incident was over and the mallet's power had waned, all the Tsukumogami that had been created by it would cease to exist because the power source was no longer active. Right? That's why Raiko went out the way she did, to find a new source of power. I don't know if I fought a Mischievous before. Let me see. I have not. But all the other yokai and Tsukumogami that were created by it they disappeared. So the incident pretty much resolved itself over time because the mallet's power was not everlasting. Although, to be fair, I don't really know the extent of the mallet's power. The idea of the mallet is that when you use it for something, it requires something of equivalence, like of equivalent level. But if the mallet's power is used and the request is grand scale, the mallet will take its payment before the request is even granted, which is what happened when Isumboshi's descendant asked for a castle to rule over the land. So the mallet ended up giving them their castle, but it sent them to the world of the Oni, which, you know, not a good place to want you. That's not a place you really want to be if your name is John Inchling. You know what I mean? And then it showed up in Gensokyo because what? Okay. It seems to run out of power. Well, I think that's the thing, is that it gives the power out and then it takes it back after a while. But also, the Miracle Mallet in Toho has only done one thing right now, right? The only thing the Miracle Mallet has actually done is bestow life into objects to create Tsukumogami. I don't think the Miracle Mallet has been used for anything else. I mean, I guess Seija uses it to hit people in Impossible Spell Card. And the other characters use the card version of it to turn things into money. So there's that, I guess. Shimmy does use it as a blunt instrument, that's true. She does bonk people with it. She also uses that fucking sewing needle, which makes me uncomfortable because I don't like the idea of getting stabbed by a needle that size. She does use the mallet to grow, that's true. But she does return to her normal size after some time. Stunky. Should be a dark type. Me life not so precious thing. But I can take this skunt. Weak to fighting. Typing. Do you think Shimmy uses the Miracle Mallet as like a toaster? Did I fight a Zubat? I have. Like, she just uses the Miracle Mallet's power for the most mundane, average chores you can imagine. Just because she can. No other reason. Just because she can. I hope that's not a ground type move. Weak to flying. God damn, that is lucky. Okay. How much of a reliance does she have on the power of the Miracle Mallet, right? That's what I'm wondering. Does she use it for boring things like that just because she can? Or does she withhold from using it as like for any reason? I gotta wonder. I don't know how she really feels about it. Obviously she has it and she can use it and she does use it in different ways. But what's the capacity, right, of how much she uses it with? She uses it to fight, that makes sense. But does she use it for stupid shit like that? If she uses it enough times, there'll probably be hell to pay. Could be kind of funny, though. Oh, I'm out of here. Nobody's gonna eat her in that castle alone in the sky. Actually, now that I think about it, what does Sakuna do for food up there? Isn't she like the Charmander? Char. Huh. Whoa. Bug. Blizzard, huh? Nice. See you later. Well, what do a lot of characters eat in canon when you think about it? Reimu eats like Rainbow eats tea snacks and drinks tea. Marissa eats mushrooms. You don't really see a lot of what characters eat in that series, huh? Actually, now that I think about it, well, magicians don't have to eat. That's what it was. Magicians don't have to eat, but yokai do eat. Because I was thinking for a second there, why does Xion always so hungry if she's a god? But it's because gods need to eat too. Baltoy is an ice type, so Claydol should follow suit. Oh no! Cause you had a bad day. Interesting. Alice said to eat despite not needing to. Yeah, that's what I mean. Alice is a magician yokai, a yokai magician, but she's still relatively new to it, so she still does human tendencies like eating and sleeping. She still does them, even though she doesn't need to anymore. Magmar's a steel type. Actually, my best bet is to stay in anyway. So I have surf. So she eats for fun, and she sleeps for a giggle. Patchy's probably the same way. Although I wonder, what do you think Patchy eats? Huh. Steal something, cause fire is neutral. Oh my god. Well, think about it. Sakuya prepares meals for vampires on the regular, right? However, Patchy lives there too. Mailing as well. But Mailing is a yokai. So I guess yokai, you know, they're meat eaters. I'm not saying necessarily that Sakuya only prepares, like, human meat. But I am saying that she's preparing mostly for the mistresses, right? So she's preparing things that vampires would like. So I gotta wonder if that's the kind of thing that Patchy likes, or if Patchy just excuses herself from dinner time because she doesn't actually have to eat. There's no reason for her to eat, so she doesn't. Because she doesn't want to eat fucking, you know, whatever it is her buddy's eating. What does Sakuya eat? Now that's the million-dollar question. She is paid... See, according to her omake, Sakuya is not paid in money, but she is paid in food and housing, which means Sakuya is paid in meals, but Sakuya is the one making the meals, so in reality, Sakuya is just making her own meals. And you really call that being paid for? I don't think that really counts. If you can work at our Devil's Mansion, and we'll pay you in food. That's awesome. What kind of food? Oh, you'll have to make it yourself. God damn it. You look puzzled. Who are you? I'm Lucas's father. Yep. Explain how it's been upgraded. Can display images of male and female Pokemon. Cool. I mean, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to make your own orders, but I've done that before. I've thrown taters and fries in a box and called it my lunch. I've done that before. Everyone has. You're not supposed to because, oh no, they're gonna overfill their portion and they're gonna charge less for themselves. No, you can't do that. No, stop what you're doing right now. But you can only fit so much in a fucking box. And you know, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious if you have a large box that's filled to the brim with shit and you charge yourself like $1. Like no one's that fucking stupid that they're gonna go through with that and not gonna get away with it. But whatever, I digress on that point. My point is Sakuya is paid for in food, and then she has to make it herself. So I don't really know if you can call it being paid for in food. But what do I know, right? She does go out and buys ingredients and stuff. She utilizes the mansion's budget. And she lives there. She has her own room. You know what's interesting about the SDM? I don't think we've ever seen Sakuya's room. I also don't think we've ever seen Mei Ling's room. I know for a fact that we have seen Remilia's room, and I'm pretty sure we've seen Flandre's room. Because that was in CDS. Ow, that didn't do any damage. Did Sakuya or Mei Ling's room show up in CDS? Because I know Mei Ling, or not Mei Ling, I know Flandre's did. And I also know that Remi's room has been shown because in the Sengetsusei manga, that's where the whole gag came from, that Remi sleeps in a coffin on a queen-sized bed. You can see in her room where she just has a coffin on top of her bed. And it started that gag. I love that gag, by the way. That gag is funny. Sengetsusei Remi is my favorite Remi design. From her outfit to just like her attitude. Well, I guess her attitude. Oh, it's not necessarily her attitude, I guess. I like Remi in general, regardless of that. But design-wise, it's my favorite. I like the blue hair. I like the color of the outfit. I like the hat. The hat, it's easily her best hat. It's her best hat in the series, that one. And I like the little part that drapes around her, like around her neck. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. But you know, if you search it up, you'll see it. She's also, like, the Sengetsusei artist style is very, he kind of takes like a very soft and squishy approach to his characters. You know what I mean by that? Like, it feels like if you drew a character normal sized and you like just kind of patted on them until they got a little bit shorter, but like they also squish a bit outwards. That's kind of how I see that guy's art style. That sounds bad, but I don't mean it to be like bad. I like the art style. It's just that's kind of how I see it. Like every character gets a normal. It's like how in Pokemon, your dude shrinks down and you're like this size, right? You get flattened from the top and you go a bit outwards, and then that's your Sengetsusei characters. They're all soft, small, and squishy. 30 of them balls. 20 of them potions. All of them things. There you go. It's one of my favorite art styles for sure. It's not even real. It's mostly just their clothes are so poofy that they extend outwards, and it makes the characters look kind of, you know, like that. But also, since the main characters of that manga are the fairies, they're the main size frame you have to like gauge off of. So when you see an actual like tall character, it's kind of like it throws you for a loop. But then you got Nitori in Forbidden Scrollery, where she's like half the size of Mamizo. She is the little Shin Destroyer Gremlin. Absolutely perfect size to steal your butthole soul. Right, this is a battle. Oh fuck, this is a battle. I wasn't ready. We're gonna challenge the gym leader. You should check to see if you're ready. Someone is me with my brand new gym badge. Oh no. That squirrel is made of chocolate. Pachi Risu. Mean look? Oh no. Wow, if I get a poison, that won't kill me. You're a Pachirisu, my guy. That will not even phase me. Alright, high roll or poison? A low roll and no poison? I didn't ask for much, just perfect luck, dude. Oh, shit. Wow, that did less than cross chop. That's impressive. Alright, you're dead, son. Get him out of here. I don't care if I'm level 40, he's level 33. I ain't trying to die. I ain't trying to lose again. Sick of losing. Gliscor? Oh, you son of a bitch. Weak to fighting. This thing was Steel Dark. I'ma kill your bitch ass this time with the same move I did it last time. Mud Slap. Get nay-nayed. 35. I did not want to run. Go up. Lucky Chant. Okay. My levels are too high for people to just die. I hope. Garchomp almost died to a fucking Quagsire's reversal. That would have been embarrassing. If it crit me, I would have died. That better not kill me. Alright. Bleh. The only manga art style I'm not really a fan of is, believe it or not, it's Sengetsusei Volume 1. Sengetsusei's first entry. I'm not a huge fan of that art style. So the change for me was a good one. Unfortunately, it's just, you know, it's kind of a shame that the reason the original author stepped down was because of health, or illustrator stepped down is because of health issues. But I am glad that the Sengetsusei's current artist is who they are, because I think their art style does a really, really good job with portraying the, like, just the personality and adventures of fairies. The first artist for CDS as well. You know what's interesting about that? I feel the exact same way about that as I do with Sengetsusei, and that artist also stepped down for health reasons. And now we have a new artist who's doing the art for CDS, and I gotta say, I like it. It's a lot more cartoony, but it's pretty good. It's kind of a scary coincidence, yeah. It is. The CDS new art style, like, I think the original art style was a little more, it wasn't bad necessarily. It had a more mature and realistic vibe to it, which wasn't for everyone. But the new art style makes it look a little more cutesy, for sure. Which is perfectly fine, because I think the artist does a good job with portraying expressions just in general in it. So even though I say it's cutesy, it's still, like, perfectly fine. Vaporeon. Eevee. Let it be known I got hit by Zap Cannon twice. Neat. Well, yeah, working conditions overseas. You know, I don't live over there, but you don't hear great things about it. Some of the characters were done and like, they were portrayed nicely. But for me personally, when I first saw the very first image for CDS, like the first volume's cover image, like the teaser image that was coming, I looked at it and I definitely had a instant moment of like, uh-oh. Like, you know how it's really hard to hide your first impression of something. And your first impression of something is it's usually the most, like, honest you're gonna really ever be with yourself of these kinds of things. For example, when I saw Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearls, like, first reveal, my immediate reaction was slight disgust. And I was very aware that I showed slight disgust to myself because I could not, for the life of me, convince myself that the art style was neat. I did not like it, and I was not going to pretend like I didn't. But for CDS, it was a little similar. Like, my first look at it, I was kind of like, uh-oh. Like it wasn't really doing it for me. But as I did read it, I got used to it. I did get used to it, and I thought for the most part it was fine. But my initial reaction to the art style was definitely like, oh god, you're not gonna like this, Dylan. You're really not. But it was okay. It was okay. I didn't need to convince myself this time, you know. It was fine enough. It was passable, you know. I still wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of it, but it was good enough. Whereas the new style I think is more, it's more what I'm used to for Mango, I suppose. So I'm okay with it. All that, hit me with that nice, juicy weeb shit. That's all.
Would anyone like to go to Iron Island? You want to go to Iron Island?
So this is an optional area I don't really have to do, but I'll go and catch a Pogie there, because why not? Look, some people read AOT and like One Punch Man web novel. Art can make a huge difference, but there are exceptions to that rule, of course, where sometimes your art isn't the greatest, but it does its job and doesn't need to, right? Okay. What am I doing in here? Right, no. No, you don't need to do Iron Island. Iron Island's optional. You're John, I'm Riley. I'm a trainer, yes, but I'll be training anyway. Nice to meet you. I'm a trainer. Here's a gift. Oh, he gives you strength. I didn't realize that. That hit machine contains the move strength. Be training inside. You can join me if you like. So you have to come here for strength. Alright. Reggie Steele's chamber is in here as well. There's also some items on this part. So I'll grab some items. But I'm not going to worry about the Riley. You. Oh, right, he gives you an egg. Oh, fuck. Wait. Chad, I kind of want that egg. I kind of want that egg. You were weak to fighting the whole time? Alright. Oh. Maybe I do want to do Iron Island then for the egg. Why not? I'll do it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Ice ground? Oh my god. What a type. He's Piloswine. Bad guy. He's a bad guy. I'm a bad man. I got plenty of repels. And you know, I don't like counting. I don't like counting the forced pair-up trainers for Nuzlocke rulings because they can just kill me. That's another new fossil for Orberg. They kind of just can kill you. And you can't do anything about it, like that lava pluming cherub that I fought. So if I do die, and I get fully healed anyway, so yeah. If you don't like that, sorry, but that's the way I'm going to take on those. I like the camp, so what? Stupid slime fucker. Goldine. I didn't get any information on Seeking or Goldine. Wow. Alright, it's fine. He touched himself. God damn it. Oh, that's annoying. Yep. No! There we go. Everything's neutral, man. Kabutops. I'm pretty sure I've seen this Pokemon, right? Weak to ground. Resists fighting. How can you be weak to ground and resist fighting? What type could that be? Poison? Dual type is a possibility, but poison is one that fits both those criteria as monotype, so let's check it out. Steel. Or psychic. It's a psychic type. It's a psychic type because there's only two types in the game that resist psychic, and that's psychic itself and steel. And since he resists fighting, he can't be a steel type. So he's psychic something. Annoying. Could be poison. No, he can't be poison because he resists psychic. If he's weak to ground but resists fighting and psychic, he's psychic. He's not a flying type. He's not a rock type. He could be a fire type. Or an electric type. He could be fire or electric, one of the two. If he's an electric type, that's his only weakness. Well, I mean, that's the only one. Well, no, he's just so weak to... He's weak to dark, of course. I wanted a para. Ground will always be super effective, but dark and ghost will be as well. Because even if he's fire, or electric, those are neutral hits anyway. So rock smash will be a super effective hit. Yep. Dark. Actually, I think he's fire because Night Slash is a fire type move and it's doing a lot of fucking damage. So I'm pretty sure it's a fire psychic type. Alright, that was rough. Whoo, baby. Alright. Silk Scarf. Okay. Not that great, but not bad either. Where's Riley at? He's just over here, right? I need him to heal my dudes. Where are you? Riley, my boy. Oh, there's trainers and shit here. Let's just use the potions I have. Why not? I got plenty. Drink your milk. There you go. Consume milk. It's good. And then super potions. Alright. There. Good. Oh, excelente. Man, what was I talking about before that Kabutops became a problem? Shit. Well, it's bound to happen eventually. It always does. Item finder time. Item finder time. That's not super repel, that's a super potion. Okay. Revive. Wow, good item. Can use that. A dragon scale? Oh, that means I can get a Kingdra. Huh. Well. Noted for the future. Oh. I don't remember what I was just talking about. Aerodactyl. 37. Guess I'll die. Guess I'll die. That wasn't that strong. Weak to grass. Nice. Right, I was talking about mango. Yeah. Now, you know the thing, the art in the written works is pretty good. I'm talking about the not the manga. Not the manga, but like, you know, the print work books. Bright powder, that's a good item. It's just, you don't really see those because in order to properly like see an image in those, you need to actually read the book yourself. And you can't really do that. Huh? It's 2 steps. Okay, I'll remember that's there, don't worry. Big Pearl. The art's good, but you can't really see it because we read it on like a fucking wiki page. So when we read it on a wiki page, it's just like there's a little box off to the side. It's like art for this page, and you don't really... Old Gateau. You don't really pay attention to it. But it's there, and it's quite good. I like the Bohemian... Not the Bohemian, sorry. The Curiosities artwork is pretty good. I like, It's like... I don't know how to best explain it, but there's a squishy element to it as well. Oh, awful noise, by the way. Absolutely tragic noise. Yeah, the page turn effect. It's not there. It's not the same feeling. A lava cookie. To be honest, I think Cola's kind of a hard read to begin with. I mean that literally. Like, Curiosities of Lotus Aria is the first, it's the first written work, but I actually think that if it's the first one you read, you will get bored. I'm not kidding. Wait, it resists grass. You know what happened to me when I read that one? I fell asleep while reading a chapter. Like, there's only 20-something chapters to read. Why do you resist ice as well? Am I gonna die to a Snover? Okay, I'm not. Bohemian Archive was great. I loved Bohemian Archive, but my problem with Curiosities is that I got bored kind of easily whenever Renosuke started rambling about God knows what. Like, if you don't really know anything about the character or care, his book comes off as very 3 Deep 5 me. And I can't help but just kind of be like, what the fuck are you even saying, man? And then I want to, like, you know, I want to sleep. I slowly fall asleep and die. Like, I was reading chapter 20 or something, and I got halfway through it, and I found myself like what just happened? And I realized I was asleep for like 2 minutes. It's not like it's bad. It's just, that's a dark move. Yeah, it's not like it's bad. It's just not a good one to start with. Because I think it sets the wrong expectation for what's coming in the future. Like, immediately for Bohemian Archive in Japanese Red, that one's great because it's just, it's articles that involve different characters in the universe. And I think that's the most important part, is that the Bohemian Archive includes multiple characters. Because the written works The written works themselves are designed for the fans of the series that are intrigued by the world of Toho and want to experience more of it. But Curiosities takes place entirely within the store from the thought process of some guy. Some guy. Imagine you're enjoying your Toho, right? And Toho is a series known for being filled with girls. And then you pull up Curiosities of Lotus Aria, and the entire story is about the inner machinations of some guy's mind. You'd be thinking, what the fuck am I reading? This isn't Toho anymore. That's not a cute girl. What happened? What happened? What is Renosuke doing here? He's male. This is strange. I wasn't ready for this. Mirror shot? That's garbage. That's a bad move. Oh, that reminds me, I need to check what strength is. I'll do it when I get that hidden item, of course. Poké doll. Pretty bad. But no, yeah, so the only characters who really show up in Curiosities, you get some Reimu and Marissa, you get a little bit of Yukari, and you get Tokiko makes a guest appearance, of course. It's her origin. But then Bohemian Archive is like, hey, it's Aya. Here's Aya. This is Aya. She's a Tengu. She's a journalist, and she's doing articles on different characters in the universe that you know of. So you're getting more lore from those characters, and it's fun to read because it involves a bunch of different characters. You don't mind? Let's team up. Pokemon seem to be restless. Okay. If Pokemon get hurt, I'll heal them up. Repel's effect wore off. Well, I can... Hold on. I'm going to get into a wild battle, and then he'll heal my Pogies. And I can also see what he's packing. But I'm going to try and do single battles anyway. Green Omastar. I'm referring to Curiosities before the Strange Creators chapters. He's a Mamoswine. I can't see it very much. It's very short. Curiosities ended originally way back when, and it got more chapters when Strange Creators started rolling around, and it turned to the Sumireko show. The pre-Sumireko arc. But no, Bohemian Archive is great because, as I said, it focuses on multiple characters in different ways. Perfect Memento in Strict Sense is also great. Chat, do you remember what type Anorith was? Chat, I need help here. I didn't write Anorith down, even though I have one. I don't remember what type it was. Was it Bug? It wasn't Bug, was it? Son of a bitch. Was it Water? I don't think it was Water either. Well, it's weak to Ice. So I'm writing that down. I don't remember when I got that damn thing. Quilava. Ooh. Sin. Also weak to Ice. Ooh, pretty good. Dissipation made it shudder. Weak to Ice. There you go. Nice. Machamp. Oh, shit. Machoke resists poison. Uh-oh. Big dog coming out. Ah! Ah! He's so green! Neutral to Psychic? You got me. You got me. Nice. Okay. This is hard to look at, yeah. Oh, weak to dark. Weak to dark and grass. That's a weird one. Alright. Yeah, Perfect Memento and Strict Sense is similar. What I like about Perfect Memento and Strict Sense is that it's an index. It's a glossary on the different characters in the series, but it's based off of an in-universe character's opinion. So the double-edged sword of that, of course, is that while it is interesting that it's like that, it also means that if Aku takes some creative liberties with her writing, it's hard to call anything that's in that book 100% fact, because sometimes Aku says something that is speculation on her part in universe, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt, right? Like Aku mentions the possibility of Sakuya being part of like vampire hunters. She makes a claim that Moko might be a descendant of ninjas, which is like, I've never heard these claims before, right? Have you? I'll see you later. Oh, good old Ninjask. Ninjask is nothing if not fast. Excellent. So yeah, it's really cool, but you can't fully take everything that Aku says at face value because it's written from the perspective of an in-universe character. That's all. But it's still a really cool idea. There's the who's who of Gensokyo that you can find in Strange Creators. That's a little more on the... It's a little more what you're probably like looking for in that one. What I mean by that is, like, it's kind of like what Perfect Memento and Strict Sense does, but it does it from an out-of-universe coverage, so it's a little more accurate, I suppose, without, like, you can't really, like, what do you call it, dispute it, so to speak. That's all. Excellent. There's allegedly an anti-yokai group in the human village that works in secret. They're very anti-yokai, but they don't really exist per se. They've been mentioned as a possible existence in a few different mediums, like, but they're not really, they're not explored in the slightest, and two, like, they're really nothing more. Oh, what? I thought I had a repel on. There's nothing more to it than what's, like, said is the thing. It really is just as it is. Will we ever see anything with that? I sort of doubt it. Because as soon as, let's be real, if any single form of opposition showed its face in the human village to yokai, you know what would happen to them, right? Another claw fossil. The only way that kind of thing actually takes off as a real incident is if the humans manage to get their hands on some magical MacGuffin that just turns it into a shit show. Like, you have to give them an ability that lets them completely circumvent all of the most powerful characters in the series, like powers. And that doesn't sound like a lot of fun to watch or read or whatever experience. Because, well, it just doesn't, honestly. Grass. I've been roared away. That's fine. It's a dual type. Dark's one of them. but it's weak to flying as well. Weak to flying and fighting. Or fire. Might be a grass dark type. Wild. Okay. There's a few different hints towards Sakuya's origin, so to speak. Like, the only thing we know about it is that Eren mentions some sort of surprise at seeing Sakuya. Why that is never been explored. And the unused Phantasm stage in Toho 8, which is named Izayoi. So, that's pretty on-the-nose reference to Sakuya's existence, wouldn't you say? So I have a feeling that there was something there planned for Sakuya that just didn't end up happening. But I feel like if you ask Zun at this point, he wouldn't remember because it's been almost 20 years. Haunch Crow. Bubble Beam! A Lunarian raised by the Belmonts. Bro, you just matched up like 3 different Sakuya theories. I almost just put resist Sakuya in my notepad for this fucking Haunch Crow. Because I was thinking about Sakuya while writing down a resisted psychic. God damn it. Alright, that would have been really fucking confusing if I read that later. Oh, weak to dark, huh? Alright. Sakuya is pretty cool. She's not my favorite character. She's really not. But I can understand why people like her, because there's a lot of things about her to like. Maids just aren't really my thing. That's all. Sakuya is a bit of an enigma, but that's just EOSD in general. All the EOSD characters have very vague amounts of lore to them. Zun mentions it before. I'm sure I've talked about this before, but in Strange Creators, Zun mentions that, you know, when EOSD came out, he just kind of made characters, gave them a little bit of stuff, and that was it. But when he saw that people were so interested by his characters and wanted more lore out of them, he started actually giving us more lore as a result. So that's why in EOSD we have Daiose and Kwakama, who are just like mid-boss characters with no names, right? But the fans love them, so they adopted them to be real characters. But then come PCB and more so in IN, we had Lily White, who had a name, and we had Tay, who had a name and a last word, and cut in, and then Tay became a playable character in 9. Now Momiji and Shizuha and Kasume and Tojiko, like, they all had names. They weren't just nameless mid-bosses anymore, you know. Tojiko is a spell card, of course, but she's still on the lacking end. The earlier games had a lot of vague lore because it was fine. Like, I said, I tend to use this as an example, but if you look at like Byakuren, compared to Remilia, you see a lot more information on Byakuren and who she is as a character than you do on Remy. Now, granted, you do see a lot about Remy herself throughout the course of just the series because she's such a long-standing character, but I mean more so her backstory, right? We don't know the finer details, but we have an outline of what happened to Byakuren prior to her sealing and coming against Sokyo, with how she trained to be a monk. You know, she watched her brother die. She became afraid of her own mortality. Sought out, like, you know, witchcraft, essentially, to maintain her youth. But by doing so, she found a new power, and she was afraid of losing that power, so she got involved with yokai in an attempt to keep that power constant. But as the more she interacted with them, the more she kind of felt for them, I suppose is the best way to say it. And she became, you know, it's up there, alright. And that eventually led to her downfall after befriending so many different yokai. And then she was sealed away. So there's a lot there that you get from that character. Oh, where is it? Oh. Thank you for the raid, Christian. X special. No, it's just like, but Byakuren is a character who showed up and got a lot of backstory to her. Same with Miko as well. They're characters who showed up and had a lot of story behind them to, like, back it up, so to speak. But for a character like Remilia, all we know about Remilia is like, from her backstory, per se, is that she's a vampire from the outside world who took her mansion and her servants with her to Gensokyo for one reason or another. There's no reason given. We don't have any reason as to why she did what she did, but she did it. So yeah, that's all you get. So it's open to interpretation how you think those characters came to be in Gensokyo. Same with how the characters who follow Remy have come to actually, like, follow Remy, right? Aside from her sister, of course. How did Patchy become friends with her? How did Mailing end up working for her? How did Sakuya end up working for her? There's a lot of blanks that you can fill in with your own stories, which is kind of a strong point for EOSD in that sense, because since there was nothing, a lot of people really wanted something, so they went and made their own that sounded good. Me personally, I'm a fan of when characters are established strongly out the gate, like a character like Byakuren is. Oh, this is a problem. But I also know the appeal of a character being vague enough that you can kind of fill in the blanks on your own and have fun with it. That kind of deal. This Pokemon's fucking annoying to deal with. Let's see what I can do. There are tons of stories to explain Rumia. And Rumia herself has a little bit of information on her that just kind of slightly hints at something or other. Just the whole hair ribbon thing, right? It's cool. The whole fact that her hair ribbon is a sealing talisman. What's it sealing? Nobody knows. But Rumia cannot fuck with it. That kind of thing is intriguing to someone like me. Man, Drapian just has a little bit of everything to kick my ass, doesn't he? Okay. Hoo-ha-ha. And dead. No more Drapians, please. Excellent. My buddy Tomato. He's my friend. That's my motherfucking friend. Cesar? Uh-oh. Scyther. Weak to poison. It's gonna be weird if that's the case. The SDM doesn't show up too much nowadays, but it's not a bad shape for that guy, actually. It's like sandstone. But that's okay, because they've been around for so long, they don't need to be involved in every incident. Remy can use a break every now and again. And I much prefer a character show up. I prefer a character show up in canon when they have a reason for doing so. You know? The reason doesn't necessarily have to be anything fucking ridiculous, mind you. But it just, I'd like a reason for a character to be a part of something outside of just because they're popular, right? But that doesn't mean that I don't like seeing popular characters. That's stupid. Disliking a character because they're popular is idiotic. Oh, right, you have Sky Uppercut, that which actually hits characters in the air and does double damage. Forgot about that. Yeah, he's grass something because he's neutral to poison and bug. He's not steel. He can't be steel or people poison when they hit it to begin with. Alright. Romelia is sending Saki to investigate an incident because she's curious. Well, that's fine. That's still a reason. That's not a particularly amazing reason, but it's still a reason. Sakuya's involvement in 1218 is that the cards, Patchy asks her to investigate the cards, and she sees the cards have somehow managed to incorporate, like, some of Romelia's power, which is like, how did that happen? So she did get involved in that capacity, and that's a fine enough example. Marasa gets involved in 17.5 because the Hell of Blood Pools, where she was originally, like, hanging out at, is where the source of the incident was, so she got sent down by Byakuren to check it out because she's familiar with the area. Kaneko shows up because she's also involved in the whole underground, she's also involved in the whole underground fandango. Weak to flying? You're weak to flying, you're a grass type, right? Giga Drain. Sucky. Jun's involved because Oil's involved and she's trying to make some money. So that's why she gets involved. The characters in 17.5 have a pretty decent motivation for getting involved, I think. Albeit, Jun's reason for getting involved is not really plot relevant. It's just her having a, you know, it's just her looking for some money. Might be a bug type. Double crit, wow. Still didn't kill though. Please don't kill me. There we go. I would have really enjoyed a win there. Would have been real nice. Damn, dude, you telling me to throw? I don't throw. Can't be throwing. No way. Can't be doing that. Very cherry looking rock. Tough Pokemon, tough trainers. You tell me where I find a place as good as this to train. Okay. I think 17.5 did a good job. Houndoom, where'd your eyeballs go, my guy? Where'd your eyeballs go? Weak to fighting, immune to psychic. It's a dark type. How about a poison for your old pal? That's fine. It's fine. There's a lot of green. Nothing I can do about it, though. That's how the randomizer gave him, right? That motherfucker is too green, though. Way too green. I can't even make out his face anymore. Rhyperior. Oh boy. Oh, that's sick. That's like Distortion World colors for that Rhyperior. That's actually so good. So that almost just killed me. Rhyperior's attack stat is quite high. Alright. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. It actually looks really cool. I think it looks really fucking cool. It's a good shade of blue to complement the Like the closer to purple. Why are you fucking soft-boiled, dude? What are you doing? I need a crit or a pair. It also fits the background, yeah. Fantastic. Go, go, go. Come on, man. 30% chance to pair, 1 in 16 to crit. You'd crit me. Let me crit you. Bada bing, bada boom. Perish. Thank you. Seeking. I still don't have any information on this fucking Pokemon, dude. I didn't get any information on Rhyperior either. Judgment. Explode. That's... okay. I just got uppercutted by a fish. What the hell are you? You stupid fish! Okay, no one died. Getting hit by that Shoryu fin. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. That's a good one. Spooky plate. The item finder did a really, really fucking bad job finding that one. But it's okay, because I knew it was there anyway. So there's some guys over here. And then there's the Galactic Goons. And I think that's everything. Beating you with my 100 straight win. Well, time to end your career. Yeah, I guess it's not like every single character who shows up has a reason for doing so. Ninja is quick to ice. I think the fighting game characters are a good example of that. Although to be fair, the thing about even the fighting game characters, they show up, they're at least somewhat involved in the plot in some way, shape, or form. But Hisso Tensoku is neat because Hisso Tensoku was a game that wasn't really meant to have a plot to begin with. So they really could just add whatever character they wanted. And they really wanted to add cool, popular characters. But Zun wanted them to add stage 1 bosses. Can you believe that shit? That's funny. Could have had Rumia. Yeah. For whatever reason, Zun wanted to add a bunch of stage 1 bosses to the roster as new characters. And Twilight Frontier is like, can we add, you know, popular characters? Kaguya and Moko. Oh, god damn. Wait, why did I type Shift Tree? I meant to type Nuzlocke. There we go. Kaguya was like originally planned as the boss character, and Moko was also planned as like a boss character as well. You know, Moko ended up being in the next game. Well, she ended up being in 14.5. Neat. Chirno was part of the original draft, but Chirno, even though she's a stage 2 boss, is extremely popular. So, not surprising there, right? But no, like Wriggle, Rumia, Nitori, like this was the all-star lineup of characters Zun had in mind for this game. And you know, Nitori's popular too. Nitori did come later in Hopeless Masquerade. But Tasselfro wanted characters like Oku and Suako, you know, big name bosses. Sanai, who was like the new popular main character. Mailing got in there too. Mailing was originally supposed to be part of 10.5, but she got shafted, of course, because Mailing never ever gets to be a part of anything fun anymore. Poor girl. Alright. Big shot bosses. Well, you don't get much more big shot than like Suako and Oku, right? If you're talking about characters who came out between 11 and I guess 9 because of 10.5, like those would be the new hot characters to talk about, right? Koishi showed up later, of course. But we got Mailing, Chirno, Suako, Sanai, and Oku. Which, if you ask me, that's a pretty powerful lineup of new characters. Granted, Mailing, you know, I feel like if Mailing wasn't planned to show up in the first game, she might have not have been able to show up in the expansion at all. Oh well, we got her. We got her. She's like the perfect fighting game character, but she sucks because she's a fighting game character in a game where everybody shoot bullet. Iron Tail. Alright, good start. Aiki? Nah, I don't know. I don't think... Aiki wasn't as recent, and I don't really think she would be as popular as Suako or Oku. Because Oku was pretty popular. I mean, come on. She was a character who had crazy powers over like nuclear power, and she had big boobs. Like, you don't really beat that. You know what I mean? Like, how does Aiki compete with that? She doesn't. And she can't even compete with the other end of the spectrum because Suako exists. Suako is the exact opposite in size in every different way you can imagine. So it's not like Aiki can fit between them. I don't know what just happened to me, but I got hit by fire type moves, so I'm not a fan. Why did Mamoswine not attack? Well, remember, the characters that got into the game were characters that Tasselfro had wanted. They didn't want Aiki. They thought Suako and Oku were cooler. Komachi is cool. I think Komachi is super cool. And if Toho 9 was going to get any representation in the fighting game, I'm fine with it being her because she's super cool. She also has big boobs. What is Aiki going to compete with that? Aiki cannot win. Frog. Yeah, hit everyone. I don't care anymore. Hit everyone. Make them all pay. Perish. Isn't Oku flat as a board? What? Maybe. Pretty much all of Zun's designs are flat as a board. You want to talk flat as a board? Look at Mamizo. Holy shit, dude. What happened to her? Mamizo's sprite and fucking 13.5 and onwards, there's nothing there. Nothing. Like, what? That is such a cool looking Staraptor, and I could have had one. I know it's a flying type. I don't know what type its secondary type is. That's fine. That is a cool, cool bird. Pretty sure when she puts on the suit, she's got him. But when her base form, she doesn't got anything. It's like, what? That's just unexpected, that's all. Chest size is all relative to the fan's interpretation, though. Well, For almost every character. There are a few characters who are, you know, Zun certified. Like Urami. Urami is Zun certified. But Zun art, the thing about Zun art in general is Zun art is very non-sexual in any capacity. His art is just designed to be like cute and simple. Like very, very PG. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that in Zun's art that's supposed to like do anything for you. That's why it's up to the fans. The fans to create the finalize the sizes, so to speak. That's all. What a good noise. He's got an egg for me and I can't hold it. I cannot hold it because I don't have a party room, so I have to run through the cave again, so I will do that. Metal coat. That's supposed to be in the chamber behind me. Okay. Why is there so much sludge in here, dude? Well, you know, usually how it goes is the taller a character is, the more likely they have, you know. That's just kind of how it be. Who has the biggest? I don't know. Some people say Ron. Some people say Mailing. Some people might say Komachi. Doesn't really matter. You know? They're all good. No one needs to win the title for the biggest. They're all good. Alright. Bad guy. Timid. Honey gather. Slash egg bomb, flamethrower, and flash cannon. Yeah, sounds about right. Natural cure. Psychic. Pretty butts. Garbage. Classic. Oh. Alright, let me go get that egg real quick. Here we go. Swole mailing? How swole we talking? I've seen her with muscles. Nothing wrong with muscles at all. But if you're talking like Cho Marisa, then that's like comedically overtoned, and I just laugh at that. But Yugi is also a character who you can, you know, people will draw Yugi with a full set of muscles because she's a, you know, that's a character you can expect it with. Nothing wrong with having a finely chiseled body. There's a difference between being swole and being fit, you know? Like, I like thinking of Renosuke as being swole because that's funny to me. But Yugi's really the only character I can imagine being swole because she's an Oni. But even then, I prefer to see her as fit. Give me that Greek goddess sculpted body, why don't you? Alright. It's not that hard to get through this, at least. I chiseled it! We gotta chisel it. Thanks, you really helped me out. I have a Pokemon egg. Would you take it with you? Cho Marisa is fucking hilarious. Like, that's just funny to me. Like, even look at JoJo. It's like Joline. Joline Kujo is a pretty good example, I think, of, like, just size, I suppose. Like, JoJo's is full of muscular men, but Joline is like, you know, she's got muscle for sure, but she's not like fucking Mountain Man Jonathan, you know what I mean? Ocean Man, take me by the hand. Ocean Man. Oh, hold on. Let me just grab this item. Double edge. I keep forgetting to check strength. Let me take this opportunity to do that right now. What if it's like a good move? Like a good physical move. That's surf. How did that even happen, man? Why did I put my guy with fly away? God damn it. Big muscles. You gotta look big. You gotta look built. Big body. Alright, let's go to Orberg. I got some fossils to rejuvenate. The claw and the root fossil for I'm not gonna get the other ones even though I have them. So let's make room real quick, shall we? I need room for 2. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Man, I really thought I'd have time to do the Cantaloupe Gym, but I guess it's because I went down the Sand Gem route, huh? Oh well. Where's Orberg? Cantaloupe is a nice place. It's a nice town. Nice little harbor town. Great music. Alright. Place your bets. What are you gonna get? 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 Old amber, root fossil. So root fossils first. Go outside. Yes. Okay, here we go. A study if you're your talent because it's waiting is your C dot. Okay. Here we go. Here's the good one. I got a good feeling about this one. Wait. 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 He's back. He's back. Oh, repel, huh? Ground type. Naughty. Illuminate. Okay. Grass? Why are you grass? Ah! Man. What the fuck? No, because he's gonna evolve into another pseudo-legendary grass type. I don't need another one. Unless he dual types. Unless he dual types. Well, last thing I'm doing is that egg. Alright? Here comes the egg, my guys. Dun 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 dun. This is the egg route, by the way, if you didn't know. Oh wait, there's actually an item I can get down here. This is where Giga Drain is normally. Okay. Well, let's go. If you turn into an ice type, I'd be like giga upset. I'm omega upset. I'm so upset. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, ride like the wind. Yeah, go, Zoom, go. Well, here's the thing. If this egg hatches fast, it's a bad Pokemon. If this thing hatches slow, it's a better Pokemon, is what I said last time, and it hatched a fucking ferret, so that wasn't too good. What can you do, though? What can you do? It's time to go. Hope you like the first 3 seconds of Solosian Town's music, because it's all you're gonna hear. 1, 2, 3. Ha 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 ha. Furret is dead, but I have his secret twin brother. But I'm not gonna use it because I don't want to use it. It was a Furret after all. It wasn't very good. It just lived its life hoping that an ice type move wouldn't kill it. That's what its entire existence was for. And lo and behold, an ice type move killed it. Meatwalk was good? No. He had a sick moveset that couldn't be used because he was a fucking Furret. There was no time to set up a Dragon Dance. Skull Bash takes a turn to go. Gunk Shot can't hit anything. He just wasn't good. It wasn't good. And then he just died to anything that was super effective. All it took was one ice move for him to be dead. And, yep. He died. He died. Look, my team's actually pretty sick when you think about it. I got a fucking Garchomp, an Empoleon, a Bastiodon, an Ampharos, and a Feraligatr. Now, Wobbuffet's a weird one, for sure. I know Wobbuffet's a really weird one. But he's cool because I'm using him in a different way than usual. That said, I do have Mirror Coat, and I do have access to the move deleter now, so I can get rid of shit like Cut and Defog and actually teach him a TM or an HM that'll let him do more than that. I really wish I had Toxic or some shit, like residual damage. But Mirror Coat or set damage is pretty good. So if I have Seismic Toss or Nightshade, but I don't have Seismic Toss or Nightshade, but I have Mirror Coat. And the only Pokemon I give Mirror Coat to is Wobbuffet. Slowly turn Wobbuffet back into the Pokemon he always was. Mirror Coat and counter. Any day now, Mr. Egg. Any day now. Any day now. Any day now. Well, let's place our bets now, chat. Do you think it's gonna be good, or do you think it's gonna be bad? This egg could be anything. It could be a legendary. It could be a Magikarp, or anything in between. There's no way to know what it is until it comes out. Oh boy. I'm excited. What could it be? Here it comes. It could be a fully evolved Pokemon. Yeah, it could be literally anything. There's no rules to this egg. It can hatch into anything. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's coming. It's on its way. Any moment now. Hold on. Oh, it's coming. There are no restrictions for eggs. Eggs can be whatever the hell they want to be. I have no control over them. Come on. Come on, do it. Go! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hatch. Oh. Damn it. It's not gonna turn into a Nazarin, alright? It's not gonna turn into a Nazarin. Actually, it'd be kind of funny if Eradicate came out of it, because that would be amazing. We're gonna see. Rather, if I can hatch is, you know, I'm going back to Canaliv. Canaliv has nice music. Fly on top of your big shield gardener. Watch as I take 5 steps. See? Canaliv has better music than those routes. There you go. Here we go. Oh. Oh boy. Here we go. Here it comes. What's even the point of trying anymore? Scum. Scum. Why is it a dragon flying type? What do you mean? What do you mean Dark Void and Horn Drill? What do you mean? What's this? Oh my god. Oh. Scum! It'll lose slow start when it evolves, so there's that. Oh my god. What the hell? That's so confusing. Scum. Lives up to his name. Okay. Well, look at this. Look at this graph for a second. All right. So here's my team. So are you Staples kind of pog? Why do you have a scope lens, my dude? Give me that. Look at these really good Pokemon. You are a poison dragon type. Oh, all right. So some of these Pokemon are like actually legit, but I like my current team. I think my current team is pretty good. But like, you know, if someone was gonna die, I'd probably want to try out one of these guys. Maybe not you, but maybe you. Shit. Anyway, that was impressive. Wouldn't you say? That was pretty impressive. But I am going to stop the Pogies here. I have to. Because it's 2:20 in the recording, and I want to play the Souls game. So no one died. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I want that Rhyperior. That Rhyperior was sick. Give me Rhyperior and Huh. I guess Garchomp. Yeah, I did. Let's do Garchomp, because he did evolve pretty quickly anyway. Save to slot 1, and then there was none. Nice. Excellent. That Rhyperior was the coolest one to show up today. Yeah, I wanted to do the Byron fight, but I couldn't. Didn't have any time. Oh, well, not if I wanted to play like Dark Souls anyway. There you go. Man, I have not been using rare candies, mind you. I've been grinding on my own time, but I'll probably get rare candies at this point because the level deficits that I have to grind at are a pain in the ass, and all the Pokemon I'm using have their EVs anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. But no one's dead, so I don't have to do that right now, so it's okay. But yeah, next time I play, I'll be, you know, doing the Byron fight like right away. I don't have to grind or anything. I'm still fine. And then starting the whole Plasma debangle. Great, right? Well, I think Candace comes before that, but I don't remember. Whatever.